Hi guys, welcome back for the twin flame check-in. We're going to have a look at Scorpio. Now, I've pulled the cards ahead of time and I've just looked over the energy. Let's get straight into the read. If you are wanting a booking, the link is below, as well as I will be putting the general directly connected to this, otherwise you can find it on the channel. Okay, now, the way in which Scorpio is moving forward at the moment, they're really only moving towards anything that completely resonates. So they're not willing to take large risks. They're really in an assessment state. The thing that's blocking Scorpio from moving forward towards the twin flame path and on their journey is potentially too many options, too many ways of looking at something. And this is collective energy, really. A lot of us are experiencing this at the moment. We know the higher path of which we need to take. The tying up of loose ends is quite problematic. Mercury retrograde, especially when it comes to contracts, you know, finding work, having that movement forward, it's just that little bit more tricky. Definitely with the purge that we've had in March, it can be making everyone quite fatigued. I am physically seeing there's a movement forward, but really select correctly, Scorpio. Emotionally speaking, in an investment state, they're really doing an assessment and tracking back to where it began with you. They're also correlating synchronistic patterns in their life of where it got them to. That's on both sides of the fence. You know, a lot of meditation as to how relationships went, how it's going to go, and how to actually physically move forward. Emotionally speaking, they feel the block was they kind of stepped off the direct path. So there could have been a karmic directly involved in the situation. They just feel they didn't trust their intuition and move towards it. But I'm feeling as though there were blocks in the path that made this situation happen. It could have been self-esteem. And again, the energies can swap. So it can be, if you're the cross watcher, that, you know, you're in fact, you get the gist. They feel, again, they're looking at the fact that they left too much time in between certain scenarios and the energies that came and caused conflict. They're also being really strict on themselves about the maturity level of how to move forward, how to get back on track. So they're taking a lot of accountability, but they're being very serious about what does, what doesn't, I'm hearing. In the family-related domain, if there is a karmic with children or they have children or the karmic directly is stemming from the children, it's not a very grounded environment currently and it's causing conflict. But what's blocking Scorpio at the moment can be the aspects of accountability, responsibility, and it could be a home domain that is affecting them. What is blocking it is not tying up this loose end and not finalising that. And it may be due to accommodation, finances or other. They thought it was going to go a lot longer, but it's ready to have a door closed. But it's how it's going to come about and how it's going to affect all the external in their lives. Other people at the moment can be really assisting. They might be you know, trying to help you clear some aspects of the problems, can even be financial debts, feeling like you're being attacked. So, you know, finding nurturing in other people during this transitional time. And I feel that there are key individuals that are assisting with this process. But it's in selecting the correct ones. You know, I'm finding that they're wanting to gain clarity. And this could be somebody that you actually know. They're wanting to actually spread the word, I'm hearing. And give you maybe an aha of what is actually going on, but they're finding it difficult to actually speak to them. So they're having to go the long way around doing this scenario. They sort of feel like things around them are falling down, but they also know that it's an aspect of the tying up of loose ends to clear this energy. They can be concerned about a young person. This could be you or it could be a child figure. I'm feeling more, it doesn't feel romantic though, so it feels more the energy of an innocent party in a situation. It can be you though. I feel there is a female friend, though, that's assisting. I feel as though they're sort of saying to them, try and get out of your head and start tackling some of the scenarios. They intuitively know a change is coming. Okay, at the moment, in their own personal energy and what is moving through their life, moving through April, part of their tribe is kind of peeling away. So it can be really deciphering between who's with them, who's against them, but being very cautious about what they're saying, who they speak to, what they're letting onto other energies around them. They've really dealt with the aspect of their pride, and they're looking at it from a very 3D rational perspective. They also feel that this process has really taken them away from the self-love towards themselves, which then caused them an inability to show love to others. But not through not wanting to, through stress levels. And this could be a most recent energy, or it could have been stemming from past tense moving forward with the consciousness in relation to it. They're really aware of the burdens and trying to address them. But I'm seeing 3 areas of life that need addressing, and it is sort of feeling problematic. But as they're tuning into it, that's what's blocking them. I knew it. I knew this would happen as soon as I sat down. It's like someone's going to call me. And then you'd be saying, oh shit. Okay. All right. I do feel as though they're realising that they have to actually address these areas on their own in order for this healing to come. They're keeping their eye on the target, and they do see the beauty in you and in what you have to offer. And they're very, very nervous about it. They're actually unable to let you go. Potentially, if you're not talking, what's coming through for you guys as cross watchers is you really dealt with your wounds and you know the spiritual connection. And you may even be thinking to yourself, you know, how many more lessons do we have to have? How are we going to move through this? Even though you feel that you're able to fill the void and you've done the work on yourself, you're not willing to sell yourself short, and you want a cemented reality. You're not willing to sabotage yourself, and you don't want to do any more roundabout circles. You also feel as though some of the power is outside of you, but you're manifesting what you can to move forward. And I do feel intuitively you'll know when it is coming. I do feel there's going to be a conversation between the two of you, and I feel you're going to be quite stern. And again, the energies can swap. So I'm the messenger. One of you is actually being very forthright. One of you is very regretful. Manifest your dreams of what you're wanting to come through. But I do feel there's going to be contact. I do feel as though potentially either through word of mouth or directly through, it can be dream state, but I'm feeling more in the 3D now. Some of these energies can take a few weeks to a few months to come through, but this is what's actually moving towards you. So you need to be prepared for it. I do feel the energy of the one who has really dealt with the wounds. You guys are ready for it, and you've set your healthy boundaries. You may be critical towards yourself, but I think you've done really well. And I do feel your counterpart energy is really walking towards that, and I feel they're coming correct. Okay, any delay in the journey is temporary. It's due to these external factors. So there is movement happening, but do be ready for the unseen, because what's coming in is healing. Love and light, and I'll talk to you soon.